Imagine a courtroom, silence, a hush falls, but instead of a human lawyer, it's a robot, standing there emotionless arguing your case. It seems like science fiction, right? Well folks, the future of law might be closer to an episode of Black Mirror than we think. Now before you picture a Terminator in a powdered wig, the reality is more subtle, but no less significant. AI is already infiltrating the legal world. It's not arguing cases, yet. But it's doing the grunt work, the research, the document review. The stuff that used to keep paralegals chained to their desks until 3 in the morning. This isn't some dystopian future. This is happening right now. Law firms are increasingly using AI-powered tools to streamline their work, cut costs, and, yes, maybe even get a few more billable hours out of their human employees. But is this a good thing? Or are we hurtling towards a justice system where algorithms make life-altering decisions? Buckle up, folks, because things are about to get legally interesting. Let's talk about these AI tools, shall we? They're not just glorified spell checkers. Take Do Not Pay, for example. This plucky little program started by fighting parking tickets. Now, it helps people navigate everything from insurance claims to divorce proceedings. Then there's Harvey AI. This one's got a taste for the big leagues. It's been scooped up by a major law firm to draft and review contracts. Contracts, people, the bedrock of our legally binding society. And who can forget Ross Intelligence? This AI whiz kid is like a superpowered legal researcher, combing through mountains of case law to find that one precedent that could win your case. These AI tools are getting smarter, faster, and more ubiquitous by the day. They're like the legal eagles of the digital age, swooping in to revolutionize the way law is practiced. And this is a big but, should we be worried? Are we putting our faith, our very freedom, in the hands of lines of code? Hold that thought, because things are about to get even more unsettling. Remember that robot lawyer we talked about? Well, it turns out an AI did advise a defendant in court. Sort of. The catch? The defendant didn't know. A story broke about a defendant using an AI chatbot for legal advice during a traffic violation case. The bot, disguised as a legal aid app, whispered instructions through an earpiece. Now, this wasn't exactly Perry Mason in the digital age. The AI got some facts wrong. The case was dismissed on a technicality, and the whole thing sparked a legal and ethical firestorm. But it did expose a very real possibility. AI legal advice operating in the shadows, potentially misleading people with limited access to traditional legal counsel. This clandestine courtroom caper raises more questions than answers. What happens when AI advice goes wrong? Who's accountable when an algorithm steers someone wrong? And what about the fundamental right to a fair trial? When code miscarries justice, the perils of algorithmic errors. Here's the thing about AI, it's only as good as the data it's trained on. And as we all know, the legal system isn't exactly a bastion of fairness and equality. Feed an AI a diet of biased data and you're going to get biased outcomes. Garbage in, garbage justice out. Imagine an AI sentencing algorithm trained on historical data riddled with racial bias. Or an AI-powered risk assessment tool that unfairly flags defendants based on their postcode. These aren't hypothetical scenarios, they're real concerns in a world where algorithms increasingly influence legal decisions. Then there's the issue of emotional intelligence, or rather the lack thereof. Can an AI truly grasp the nuances of a crime of passion? Can it understand the mitigating circumstances of a life marred by poverty or abuse? The law isn't just about cold, hard facts, it's about human lives, emotions, and the often messy reality of subjective experience. The heart versus the hard drive. Can AI grasp the essence of justice? This brings us to the heart of the matter. Can AI deliver true justice, or will it simply automate the status quo, warts and all? Can an algorithm truly grasp the complexities of human behavior? Can it balance logic with empathy, reason with compassion? These are questions we need to grapple with as AI becomes increasingly enmeshed in our legal system. Because justice, true justice, requires more than just crunching numbers or following legal precedents. It demands understanding, empathy, and a recognition of the human stories that lie at the heart of every case. So as we stand on the precipice of this AI-powered legal revolution, we need to ask ourselves, are we ready to entrust the scales of justice to algorithms, or will we fight to preserve the human element, the very heart and soul of our legal system?